Hello, my name is Precious Vines Harris, and I am the Single Maven. So, as you know, we are starting October off with financial freedom debt-free tips. So, this entire month, we will be having a series about how to gain financial freedom and how you can start today to get out of debt, start saving, and be in a better financial state for your life. So I am currently on the way to the Dollar Tree because I am going to create a financial budget planner. Okay. I looked at some of these online, but I feel like I can actually create this on a nominal budget and actually have it more customized for me, because some of the planners I saw had things that I didn't necessarily need. And I want my planner to focus more on how I can pay down my debt and also how I can look at creating a better savings plan. So I am going to go to the Dollar Tree and get some supplies. My plan is right now to keep it a little bit under $10, $15 max. And I'm going to look at getting a notebook. I'm going to look at getting some tab dividers. And also look at if they have any colorful stickers that I can use. But I probably, at this point, will create my own with my Cricut. I have a Cricut maker. So I may use that to create my stickers and also create my divider pages with my Bible verses, right? So I will have some memory verses as I actually go through and chronicle my debt reduction plan. So I'm going to bring you along with me on the journey as we actually build this financial budget planner. And you can definitely let me know in the comments what you think about it at the end of the video. If you have thought about creating your own, or if you've purchased one, which one you think works better for you. Definitely let me know what you think about it as you are watching this video. So, just got back out of the Dollar Tree. So, let me show you what I got. And we're going to go home now. I'll cut on a little bit of air and try to work on it. They didn't have the solid color notebooks. So, each Dollar Tree has different things. So, this one is multicolored. But it's a 1-inch binder. So, no pockets in the inside, but you can always make pockets, right? I was going to get the 2 separate 5-pack. This one is an 8-pack dividers. So my plan is to actually put like the actual debt that I'm paying off, like to put that up there, and then also my Bible verses. And then I just got a few stickers, which I may use throughout just the faces, because I feel like you have a lot of emotions as it relates to finances. So why not chronicle how you feel when you're actually doing it? Little emojis, right? Then I have some stickers that have like perfect, amazing, you are a hoot and you did it, just to motivate me. And these are also motivational. Great job, superstar, way to go, you did it. So I didn't spend, I think maybe $11 and some change, and I got a couple of snacks. Oh, so that doesn't really count. I did get these acrylic boards, which had these acrylic boards. I think I have 2 or 3 at home, but I'm going to use them to potentially put my scriptures on to put them up. So I'll let you know how that goes, because I think I want to actually have motivation for my goal around. So if these are the clear acrylic boards. So if you actually know what I'm talking about, you peel it off and it's clear. So it's really something that you can use where if you have like, I've seen people do it different ways, where if you have stickers, if you have, it's hard to peel off, but you can see it's clear. Just peel off the film. So I'm thinking about actually making motivational like boards with the scriptures on it with my Cricut. So I'll let you know how that goes. But I didn't spend a lot of money, which is a great thing, because I didn't want to spend money to save money to get out of debt. That kind of makes some sense. So I'm going to go home now, get started on my financial budget planner, and I will check back in with you in a bit. All right, so clearly this is the next day, but that's quite okay. I had to do some other things, actually work on some gigs to pay off some of this debt. But I finished it. I worked a few hours this morning. It took me a little bit longer than expected, but I'm kind of like a crafter. So when I get in my zone, sometimes it takes me a minute to finish. But this is what I have. So hopefully you can see what I have. It says Precious Debt-Free Financial Planner. So I just kind of decorated the outside of it. And in the inside, I have, this is the little planner I started out with. Now, this financial planner notebook, I'm going to use for my Bible verses. I'm going to use for my actual outline of plans that I'm going to do, notes that I'm going to have, prayers that I'm going to have. I'm going to include that here. What I did was I Velcroed this to the inside of the notebook because they didn't have pockets. So I just put some Velcro on it, which you can actually get that out of Dollar Tree too. So I just Velcroed that to the top, to the front inside. This is one of my Bible verses that I talked about, Proverbs 21:20. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. I talked about this in my first video as it relates to savings. So I wanted to put in Bible verses that actually give me direction and savings. Hopefully you all can see this. And I'm going to put these on my website too. I'm going to start a resources tab. So in my debt planner, I have the name of the debt, the balance. I have the minimum payment, the due date, and then I also have the goal payoff date and the interest rate. And then you can see here is a chart that gives you the date, the payment that you made, and then the amount that's still owed and any notes that you have. So I have these for each one of my debts. So each one of my debts, I'm going to have a tab, and I'm going to actually put, and I didn't do it for purposes of this video for privacy reasons. I'm going to put the actual debt name there with my labeler. And then that way when I flip, I'll know specifically where it is. Then I have a project vision sheet. I got all of this off of Canva, so I'm going to upload that to resources site on my website. So for each month, it's a 12-month timeline. I'll just put what my project vision is for what that debt is, how much I want to pay off each month, or just goals that I have toward it. I have another page protector. The best is yet to come. I try to put motivational things in there. I made this just from some decals that I had. And same thing, a debt sheet, and then I have my project vision sheet. And I did this for each one of these. I made about, I think, 5 or 6 sections. This is another one of my verses that I have, Philippians 4:19. And my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. So I feel like that's a very fitting quote because sometimes we don't think that we'll be able to get the resources and things that we need to, just supply our needs in general, to pay our bills, to pay off our debt. And that's just a reminder. This one says, another divider says, yes, you can. Another section. Then I have focus on the good. We do need to remember that because paying off debt is not something that's fun overall. But as you work through it, your self-esteem will build as you see the debt go down and you're seeing that you're putting in the effort. This says she is strong, just to remind myself that I am strong and I can do anything that I set my mind to. And this is just the last tab. Like I said, this notebook does not have pockets. I just created a pocket by cutting out a sheet of paper, and then I put the double-sided sticky foam back on the sides and just created a pocket. And I put in my little stickers. I took them out of the pack and just put them here. So that way, once I achieve something or I want to give myself kudos, I can just pull a sticker from here. So this notebook still has room in it. I can actually add more sections if I want to. But you can create your own notebook. I encourage you to create something that's fun, festive. You don't have to be crafty like me, but it has to actually achieve the goal of you knowing what your debts are, how much you owe, how much you're paying down, what your vision is for the debt, your timeline, all of those things. And I definitely have room to add to this notebook. So this is just like a starter that I have here as it relates to trying to get debt free, right? So if you haven't done so, I do encourage you, comment below. Let me know what you think about this debt-free planner. If you are going to purchase one, make one. If you've already done that, what your vision is for your finances, because I want us to actually have community and discussion about it, right? If you are a single person, what are your goals as it relates to being debt free, right? Moving forward. And even if you're not single, I still want to hear from you because, like I said, we are creating a community with the Single Maven. If you haven't done so, look at my playlist on YouTube entitled Financial Freedom. I'm uploading videos, and I definitely will be uploading more videos throughout the week during the month of October, because we are declaring that October is really debt-free or financial awareness, whatever you want to call it. That's the month that we have around here. So this is what we're going to focus on. Okay. All right. I thank you so much for joining me for this episode of The Single Maven. If you've not done so, like this post, comment below, share with a friend, and also subscribe to The Single Maven. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time.